Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, and this is X-Transbots Yaguchi. It is their take on the Generation 1 Omnibot Downshift. There's 2 of the 3 of these already out. This is actually my favorite of the 3. I absolutely love the Omnibots. I have a full review on Generation 1 Downshift. You want to check that out, and the other Omnibots as well. We don't have a lot of choices when it comes to getting these characters not in G1. There is no Chug version, there's no official Masterpiece version, and this is the only third-party version of the character. I don't know why more people aren't doing Omnibots. I'm really glad someone is doing them because I love them. Some of my favorites in G1. I think they get very, very overlooked. Anyway, please like and subscribe and all that. And without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here you have the box. It looks like it connects with the other 2. I can't find my other box. I think it connects to have like one large picture. It's buried within the bowels of my closet with the rest of my boxes. I need to go through it, do an audit, but I really like this artwork. I think it's really nicely done. Would have loved to see these guys in the cartoon. Too bad we never did get a chance to. On this side, we got, looks like car mode, a picture of his face, and the script, which is also on this side, done up in like a foil. Says, in theory, no one is above the law. In practice, I make sure of it. That's kind of a weird saying. We have some tech specs on the back there with a little saying, and I'll let you go ahead and pause it right here. And on the bottom, looks like an advertisement there. And top, there we go. X-Transbots Master X Series. Let's get this guy open. Been waiting a long time for this guy. I love the Omnibots. You might want to check out our reviews on the original Generation 1 versions if you haven't already. So let's see. We got a card with instructions. And he comes packaged like this. And he's pretty weighty. Pretty heavy. Looks pretty good. Let's see. This is my first experience with it. I haven't actually watched any reviews on it or anything yet. I've been waiting for mine. I've been waiting for this for quite some time. The car mode is gorgeous. And yeah, it definitely has some weight to it for sure. Nice paint and everything. Yeah, it looks good. No other accessories in here, just the car. Maybe all the accessories should be already put inside of it, because I know he has guns and whatever else. All right, now let's take a look at the car mode up close. But first, let's take off this little QC sticker. All right, and this car is incredibly clean looking. Really, really nice detail on it. These rims are metal, which is a nice touch. Rubber tires, metal rims. Really nice. Little red shows up there. I don't remember the spoiler being on these cars, but I'm not a huge knowledge base of, I think it's a Toyota Celica. A really nice paintwork on it. It's got some heft to it. Bottom's actually fairly clean. He does have weapons. Now, I want to bring this back in real quick because one thing I didn't notice at first with the booklet and the card is that there is a little gun in there. And that little gun is nice and chromed. It's on a hinge here. And this has a secondary sort of battle mode, as we know for Omnibots. This goes just in there. There's these 2 little clips. Let me show you up close real quick. These 2 little clips. And that gets put in there. I can't seem to get it all the way down in there, and I really don't want to break this. Oh, there. So that shows up like so. And you can take the doors, open them up like that. Move these guns out. And you have the battle mode, which, you know, it's just like the vintage Generation 1. So it's cool. A little odd, but it's cool. I don't think Downshift had the best battle mode, but you know, there it is. Now these all do fold back in here. So those fold back up. And this also folds back up in here. The chrome is nice, looks good. This piece here, so this has a, you can fold, there's also you could fold that up and around and in and down. And you're supposed to be able to, you're supposed to be able to push this in all the way and get this down in there. There we go. So now we have every little piece that came with it on the figure, which is a nice touch. Let's tab back in. Doors are cool that they do open up out as well, even though there's nothing inside, but they do open up like that, which is really kind of awesome. And they tab back in. There's this little tiny, let me get in there, like tab in there. So there's a tab and a groove, and when they're like this, these, let's see if we get it in focus. There we go. So this piece goes right on there, like that. And then we could close it, and then should allow the door to fit nicely. Yeah, there he goes. So quick comparison. Here's my original Downshift, the vintage one, which is yellowing a lot more than I think it should. But there he is. On the back. But I think it replicates the car very well. So I'm bringing in red alert for the Masterpiece car mode comparison and not the X-Transbots Overdrive, just because he has those ankles that are really fragile. I really don't want to break them. You'll see him in robot mode. I'll probably do a review of all three together in both modes once the third one's out. But overall, I think this is a pretty good size. It doesn't look too bad. Fits in pretty well. Transformation. This guy has a lot of little tabs. Just a lot of little tabs in him. So first off, they have these pieces under here that we're going to want to actually open up, and they got to untab. There's a tab under here, and then there's a tab there. I'm going to move that tab, and then you can move this out like that to lift this piece up. So you can see slot there and there. Move those both up like so. And then there's two tabs, the windshield. Now this is you kind of see it in the bright lights. It's a translucent, but it's very dark. Kind of do that because otherwise you want to pull it straight out because you see those tabs can break. Then you take this whole piece, extend the legs, just like that. Open the doors. Now this is where it gets a little X-Transbot-y and weird. So these here panels are actually connected to the doors. And you're going to want to, see, maybe I can even do this better because there's a tab right there. Let's get that out real quick. See if I can make that move a little bit better. Open that up. Open that up. Move these here. Because these here have to like just clear the inside of his legs. And so you kind of got to pull it out. Oh, come on. You went right back in there, didn't you? Move that out and away just a little bit. And it just kind of like got to slide past it like that. I always think I'm going to break something doing it, considering this joint here is actually pretty damn tight. So you want to go ahead and keep those like that. We're going to finish up the feet real fast. Untab the legs together. Just pull them apart. There's a tab here. Open that. And then there's a joint you can see in here, where that's the ankle joint. So there's a joint up in there. You get in focus, joint up in there. Focus, 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 camera. There, there, and there. You kind of gotta move that up like that. And it's not super duper tight. But when you take this piece here, these pieces that you just undid, fold this panel up. If I could actually get onto it. And there's this tab here, which actually tabs into this piece. So you're gonna fold, and then tab that in. And that's the foot right there. Just turn that around. So that piece is up a little bit like that. So the wheel clears the bottom. We'll make sure that's like that. That makes his foot. Other side, same verse. Second verse, same as the first. Up, fold, just like that. Connect it, snap that in. Move the foot into place. Now we have the legs. Okay, now it's time for the arms. So make sure that these are disconnected and slip back in there. I'm just gonna move these up and out of the way just for now. So what we're gonna wanna do is more tabs. Untab these pieces. They tab in at the bumper. On the back, they tap in pretty tight. Gonna tab those two pieces. And these are the arms. So just kind of rotate them out. So these are the shoulder pieces right down in here. Rotate that out like that. Gonna get these doors kind of out of the way a little bit. And then this whole piece here comes up on these two little breakable arms. And on the two other breakable arms in here, you take it and pull, which is a bad design. I don't like this part of the design because this one is really tight. It snaps in there and it's scary. I feel like I'm going to break this trying to get this apart. So you see this one part is sliding really, really well. The other part, there we go. And that pulls up like that. You want to get in here and remove, not remove, but move these out onto the side, these guns. Like that. All right, we're getting there. So this piece here comes up, kind of accordions onto that. Take his head here and push it forward. And that does that so it can clear. Okay, once you've moved his head forward on this little sliding mechanism, there's these two little pieces on the inside of here. So you see how that kind of goes up? That's for transformation, and there's a piece that comes around and fills that in. Kind of just goes like that. It's a weird little piece, and you won't be able to transform it either way with these things on either side. So on robot mode, they have to be down. Car mode, they have to be up for everything to slot in. Then you can move the arms all the way down. Then this piece comes up, and you can push it around the head. It doesn't catch, and slide the head back. So we get it just like that, and we'll do the back. The back is a part that I don't like. Get these arms out of the way a little bit. The back is the part I don't like, so we're going to make sure these are clipped in to that this little piece here. These black pieces fold out. And these two pieces, and I really can find no other use for them, is supposed to fill in the side, sort of. And you move that like that, so it fills in this part on either side, like so. And those are supposed to be just like that. And there's a tab in the door. All right, so once the door panels are there and lined up, there's two little holes right here and two little tabs on the bumper. And these are supposed to tab in on either side. Now mine do not stay worth a damn at all. So I'm just gonna leave them for right now. Turn around, move the arms around, and take the arm. And there's another tab right there to tab the arm. So untab that, extend the arm. Then we're gonna take this car piece, push this out. This top of the window goes down, and that sits on the side of the arm. Move that out of the way. This piece here comes up and around to form the side of the arm. Twist the hand around. Same thing for the other arm. All right, and these pieces tab into the shoulder. So, and open up the hand a little bit. And weird fists. And we have robot mode. Also, he has his gun here, so we're just going to go ahead and straighten that out. And this is a very tight, there we go. Straighten that out, and he has Masterpiece style tabs, of course, in his palm. So we tab that into his palm, put his thumb and fingers around, and it falls out, so I have to do it over again. And he has his little pistol. All right, let's take a look close up. I think the head is done fairly nice. I kind of wish it was more silver on there. I would like to see a little bit more silver than just white there, but I think it's painted. It looks pretty good, I think. The head sculpt looks better in person than I thought it did originally in the black and white or the gray prototype versions. I was not too keen on it, but I think it looks all right. There's the missiles there. I wish they were a little bit more pronounced. Going on down. The arms paint shows up on the arms pretty nicely. And on the waist, I like the gold. It really breaks up a lot of the pieces to it. And there is the bot. Now, the big thing on this is moving the arm like this. You see this side. It is very hollow. It's okay. It's kind of tracksy a little bit, I guess, right? Kind of like tracks. How his back, he looks okay, but you can still see the hollow portion, if I could show you it, right there in the back. Doesn't fill in at all. So that's an issue, I guess. It could be better. It just could be better. But, you know, you don't really have another choice for these guys. It is pretty much what you get with X-Transbots. So articulation-wise, the head, it's okay. You could look a little down, some up, and turn. It is a real tight joint, so you can turn all the way around, 360. The arms, a little bit of butterfly back and forth, and you could go about up that far at the shoulder. Bicep swivel, full range on the elbow, like double jointed. Hands could actually go back and forth because there's a joint there. The thumb is on its own little joint. The fingers, he does have typewriter fingers, but he has one index finger free. 360 at the waist. He could look up a little at the waist. Not really down. I can't really do it down. I don't want to break this window. So these hips pieces move up on their own, and the legs also move all the way up. So you get a pretty good range there. Knee goes pretty good. Thigh swivel, which is a super tight joint. Out here, which honestly is not a tight joint. And you get a little bit of ankle rocker, a little bit of up and down. For some posing, it's okay. It's not the best articulation-wise, but I think it works for what it is. I don't really need a lot of posing. And there's G1 for a size comparison. Also, I do want to point out that the G1's gun is longer than the Masterpieces. I think that these should stick out further. I don't like how they're so recessed, and that is such a tiny little gun. I really think that the G1 did it a lot better. At first, I didn't like the tapered windshield here because I like this frayed out one of the G1. But I think this is a good... I think that's good. I think that's cool. I like that. He is missing these details on the side here, on the G1, because there is no side. And he should have an Autobot logo there, which I think that could turn around for a clean look or not. And here he is with X-Transbots' take on Overdrive. And these two actually look really good together. I think that this is a very nice pair. I mean, they're nothing if don't look good. That's for sure. That's for absolute sure. And now if you'll join me for some final thoughts. And as with most X-Transbots, he's kind of mixed. I love the use of metal. It's got a lot of heft to him. His completely hollow insides borders on unforgivable. This backpack not clipping together well in mine. Like I could get it together, but it just comes right apart real quick. It looks good on a shelf. I say that. It looks good on a shelf. And it actually, despite floppy feet, stands really, really well. I wish that the missiles were longer and the gun was bigger. But yeah, let me know if you think you're going to pick this guy up. If you collect Masterpiece, of course. And let me know what you think about the Omnibots in general. Are they overlooked? Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next review.